What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. So behind me we have the Matrix, and unfortunately 2 days ago, I want to say, we had a issue happen where we got a cylinder 1 misfire. And this is the side of doing DIY maintenance videos on YouTube, kind of kicks you in the butt, basically. Because, well, I kind of over-torqued spark plug number 1. But before we get into that, let's start the intro and get into this video. Welcome, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have an issue that we need to fix, and I will throw up a clip of what this car, or what's happening right now with the engine. Ooh, that does not sound good at all. Ooh, it sounds like a definite misfire. And then, ooh, we got a little bit of a leak going on, boys. What the hell? That's crazy. Yeah, let's turn that off. The number 1 spark plug, I went to go and change out the spark plugs because I felt like the engine was kind of not underpowered, but it was just not performing the way it should have. So I went ahead and changed all the spark plugs out, and I over-torqued the number 1 spark plug, and I didn't think much of it. I was actually kind of nervous about it because I did it on Instagram Live, and I was just trying to, do it as fast as possible, which those two things never work out, doing things quickly as possible and doing things in front of people, basically. So we over torqued it, and I could feel it, unfortunately, when I did. I put way too much strength on actually tightening it, so that was an issue. We're gonna go from there. This is also a great time for me to replace this bolt right here on the valve cover, because that bolt I also over torqued and stripped out, so that's going to be another thing we have to do. I don't think I'm going to take the valve cover off, though. I think I'm just going to try see if I can get a drill bit in there and drill it out as best as possible. So let's go ahead first and see if we have another bolt to go in. So this is one of the bolts that go in to the valve cover. I got it from a buddy of mine who bought a parts car XRS. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in the car, but I'm just gonna leave it in here because I want to do the immediate job first, because that job can come later on. I just want to get this car back to running, which would be preferred, obviously. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it in steps. We're gonna first make sure that the spark plug threads are good, show you guys how to use that tool, and then after that, we're gonna do an oil change, because this oil has been, we've gone down to Long Beach for a Toyota Fest, as well as a bunch of other stuff with this oil. So we are definitely gonna have to do an oil change, because I can't even tell you how many miles it's been on this oil. Plus, with the oil being all over here and splashing, I don't know how much oil is actually in the car anymore. So we're gonna have to figure that out as well. And then, so after we get done with the spark plug, we'll go ahead and drill that out, because if we don't get it out right away, YouTube things, that's kind of just what happens with recording videos like this. Things are bound to not go wrong, but not necessarily go right all the time. Another casualty that I forgot to talk about was this. So the lower valence completely got destroyed. I don't know where this came, what happened to it, to be honest. But that hole that we fixed is no longer fixed. So I have to take this off and redo it. Oh, there we go. So all the paint chips are coming off. That sucks too. So, oh, that's Bondo. That's Bondo. I don't remember Bondoing this. You know what? The painter probably Bondoed a little bit. But, gosh, that's, yeah. Bondo and some plastic. So, we're going to have to go ahead and repaint that a little bit. I don't know why there's Bondo on it. But, yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and repaint that. Make sure that the plastic is all fixed. But that's the least of our problems right now. I'm just kind of showing you guys how extensive that damage all went. But I'm not really worried about it. It's funny because I got this kit to combat that. So we got this universal lip kit that I haven't even installed to make sure that didn't happen, and it ended up happening anyways. And this side kind of has a little bit, not as bad, thankfully. But yeah, that side got cooked. So yeah, we'll cry about it later. Don't worry guys, we'll cry about it at the end of this video. First and foremost, we need to get the spark plug out. So let's do that first. There we go. It's almost like I did this already. Oh, that destroyed the spark plug. What in the hell? I see what happened. Oh God, okay. I need a new ignition coil too, huh? Look at that. The threads came off. That just made everything way harder. So it is a couple hours later, and check this out. We finally got the plug threads out, thank God. We already returned the spark plug, so we got a new spark plug going in. So I'm gonna show you guys that right now. And man, I'm kind of bummed because check this out. Yeah, so that little bit of silver, not the round part, but deeper down into the cylinder, you can kind of see the remnants. So that horribly taken video is basically showing that the diode made contact with the piston somehow, maybe when it was at TDC, top dead center. So the piston does have a small crater in it, unfortunately. I'm gonna go against my better judgment right now, and I'm gonna put the other spark plug in. We have another ignition coil coming, but I'm just gonna drive the car as it is because honestly, I don't think that is gonna be detrimental to anything other than maybe the efficiency of the spark when it ignites, you know, the gas that goes into the chamber. But yeah, that's wild to me. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change the spark plug out, we're gonna change the oil out, and then once I think that the ignition coil is already delivered to the parts store, so we're gonna go pick that up, and then once that's all back together, we're gonna fire this thing up and see how it goes, because I need this car back as soon as possible because this car is my daily. So I need to make sure that I can use it as a daily. So that's gonna be the goal. Get the spark plug in, make sure it's torqued. I've been so bad at getting like all the shots recently, but hopefully you guys can see. Well, maybe you guys can't see. So yep, there is a spark plug in there. So we already got the new spark plug in. I think I'm gonna wait till later to get the valve cover done because I don't think that was the issue of the reason why it was shooting that oil. So we're gonna do that at a later time. I'm still gonna get it done. This is a Felpro gasket, and I think I'm gonna just order a 2ZZ valve cover with the tube seals because it's just gonna be a lot easier. So we're just gonna go ahead and get the oil change done, which you guys already know what we do. Do that, get that out of the way, that out of the way. Should be a 14. Let's not get leaves on the oil dipstick though. We're gonna get all this out of the way. Gonna get the jack underneath the car. Y'all know the deal. Let's go ahead and get this oil change done. All right, y'all. So it's been a couple hours later, and well, we got the Matrix running, as you guys can tell. We did an oil change too, so now we're on fresh oil, new oil filter as well, obviously. And now we are headed to the 1-2 key anniversary, 7-year anniversary. So I'm really excited, really just looking forward to going and checking it out and just celebrating their milestone with them. So we're gonna go ahead and there and see how it all plays out. It is raining right now, if you guys can't tell. It's coming down super hard. So, but you know what? We need it here because it's been super dry. So I'm really glad that we are getting the rain. And yeah, so we'll just get there and see what the festivities are. All right, see you guys there. Let's go.
Cherry blossom!
I don't know what the f I'm doing right now.
Great, now I have to beat half of that thing. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm getting increasingly bad at forgetting to film stuff, and there's really no excuses for it. I just need to get better. I ended up switching it out for a import direct coil pack because that's all I could find, but OEM is gonna be Denso, which my plan actually is to replace all the coil packs with NGKs because that's like the OEM upgrade, but for right now, we're just gonna go with Denso. And yeah, so it's funny. The previous owner went on Rock Auto and also bought this coil pack because it literally says made in Japan, Denso, but it also says that on every single one of the other coil packs as well. These two, I don't know where these two came from, but this one came from Rock Auto for sure because it is the same exact thing as that, and it's the same exact part number. So they got this one from Rock Auto and probably these two as well. I don't really know if this is an updated decal, like if this was the first rendition and then they went to this after. But as you can tell, that one is not a Denso. So for right now, I just want to have it where my car works and have it OEM. That is the main goal that I want to accomplish. So that is what we're doing. And now I can take this mission coil out and take it back to the store. Oh my lord. Ow. God, that really hurt. That's really hot. Okay, cool. Well, damn, that thing is really hot. Holy crap. Like hotter than I thought it was going to be. Ouch. That hurt my fingies. My fingies is hurt. We'll be alright. Clean all the oil out as best as possible. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead, tighten this no gun because we don't want to do that. We're just going to use our ratchet going the right way, obviously, and put it all the way down so that's flush. And we're going to tighten it all the way. I got to get better at not using power tools to tighten things because that always likes to round out or like to over tighten. So no more power tools to tighten. We're only using hand tools. That is something I've said in my previous videos, but I'm going to go back to it because I got a little bit bad about it, I'm not going to lie. So now that we got that done and checked off the list, I'm really excited because so the next few videos coming, we are going to be finally installing this lip kit that I got for the Matrix. It looks really dirty now because it's been sitting outside. So I was supposed to install it, but then I didn't, which is funny because since I didn't do that, we got that, which, yeah, it's bad. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to take the valence off, repaint it. Well, repaint both valences because this one's doing the same thing as well. So I'm going to take both valences off, repaint them just so that they not only look nice, but then when we put the lip kit on, it will be better because that's the whole point of the lip kit being on, is so that it protects it from doing that. And then after the lip kit is on, what we're going to do too is my fitment is trash, like really bad. And so I have some spacers that I'm going to be installing. I believe they're in the back of the car that Mark, shout out to him, gave me at Toyota Fest. But I was going to run them in the back. However, thing about running them in the back is that, well, they won't space out the wheel as much as I want them to. So I'm going to wait to install them because, one, I have to Dremel out the wheel to install them correctly. And two, I'm going to be ordering some 30 mil spacers for the rear because the 30 mil spacers is going to make the wheel come out a lot more and fit more flush to the body of the car, because the Matrixes basically have a wide body from factory. Because if you see here, like, body is here and it juts out like another 20 mil. Yeah, something like that. So the 30 mil will make it so that it's at least out here, which would be nicer than it being shrunk in, obviously. And then the 15s are going to go in the front, which is going to be nice. It's going to make it so that the whole car is a lot more flush as far as the fitment. And then I'm also going to be lowering the front because the front is a lot higher than the rear. Right now it's like this. If you look from like that point right there to that point right there, you can see it dip down a little bit. That needs to change. So I'm going to be changing that, where I'm going to be lowering the front more so that it's nice and flush, but I want to get that valence repainted and redone before I do that, because obviously I don't want that to happen again. I want to make sure that I want to make it so it's nice and flush. And we only have, I'd say we only have maybe one more month, not even that. We have like maybe 2 weeks to get it done, because winter is going to start rolling in here. Since now it's not the summer, it is fall, and then we're going to go into winter. So we got to get this not done soon, but we got to do it sooner than later so that we can actually paint the valences and not have, you know, the weather be super cold, so that it changes the curing time of that. And then we also have to install the speakers in this car. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen for the Matrix to get done. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of lazy about it because just, you know, a lot of side quests have been happening, but not in a bad way. I actually couldn't even drive this thing for 3 days because the spark plug thing. So glad we got that sorted. It's a really, really big thing to get sorted. So I'm really, really glad we got that figured out. And then, yeah, other than that, just a lot of little things need to get done, but we're getting there. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, but if you guys can do me a huge favor and like this video and subscribe, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. And then we'll see you guys in the next video, because once this thing is back on the road fully where I want it to be, that thing needs to come next, which I think the next thing I'm going to do on this is the ABS delete, which is going to be this monstrosity of spaghetti right here needs to be gone. And then also this needs to be gone as well. So the whole thing's going to be gone. And by that time, I think the machine shop should be done with our engine, and then we get to put it back together, which I'm really nervous about, because I don't know if I have all the parts to put it back together. I'm gonna have to order a lot of stuff. I know that for sure, but it's not a big deal. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna make sure it happens, and we're going to make sure it's done right. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and always remember, guys, never forget, always stay positive and stay true to who you are. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe for all the content we're about to have, and have a good day. Yes, sir. Gee. Take care. Lates. K-shoots. Bye. Oh, hey guys, didn't see you guys there. If you guys haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. It supports the channel and it really means a lot to me. If you guys got some time to kill, check this playlist out. This video right here, 2 things you would like it. So go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay then, shoots.